Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This week on semi-serious, if this is going to be a semi-serious, because I don't really know if that's like, this is a personal one for me and I don't know if that's like off-brand, which I don't really have a brand, but whatever. Anyway, this week I want to talk about weight loss. And I want to talk about this subject because, like I said, it's very personal for me because I have been on a weight loss journey now for about a month. And I recently hit the 10-pound milestone. I've lost 10 pounds since when I started, and I'll probably continue making progress videos about this because it's very exciting. As anyone who has lost weight probably can empathize, it's very exciting when you hit a milestone like that, especially a nice round one like 10 pounds. So I wanted to make a video because I'm excited about it and I'm very happy about it, and because it's important to me, and I want to share that with you guys. So let's get started. I've had a complicated love-hate relationship with my body and with my weight and also with weight loss for a long time, basically my entire adult life and most of my adolescence. And this comes out of, I think, a lot of misconceptions about what it means to be overweight and what it means to be thin, how to be beautiful, especially in Western society, the American culture where I grew up. It's kind of a minefield that you have to navigate, and it didn't do me any favors when I was growing up, so it probably didn't do you any favors either, especially if you come from a Western background. So yeah. I want to start by talking about my background and my family and our relationship with food, because that really influenced, to a greater extent than I realized, my relationship with my weight and my body, with food, with eating, and also with socializing. I grew up in a family that's big, loud. When we get together, it's like a lot of people smushed into one place, one room, usually the kitchen or the dining room, and like the food and drink is the centerpiece of how we socialize. And it wasn't like we were eating salads either. We were eating like enchiladas and burritos and baked mac and cheese, like a lot of cheese, a lot of meat, a lot of bread, and a lot of alcohol. That's the way that I grew up. Those are like the happy memories for me. All of my happy memories tend to involve or surround food. I also was not very active growing up. I wasn't athletic. I wasn't involved in sports. I didn't work out on my own. I didn't even really like to walk around or anything. Like when I was in high school, around like 2006, 2005, 2006, everyone on their lunch break would go to Into Juice or Jamba Juice, which were close by the high school and everything. Everyone would go and like get their smoothies, get their like protein fruit smoothies and stuff, and they would like do that for lunch. And I was always like, why wouldn't we just go to Loveland Coffee? Because I grew up in Loveland, Colorado, and I was like, why wouldn't we just go to Loveland Coffee and get like some delicious frozen blended coffee, ice cream, whipped cream sprinkle drink instead, because that's so much better. That was kind of when my weight started really fluctuating. So I went up, I went down, I went up, I went down, up, down, up, down, up, down, forever and ever, for years. I eventually decided that I wasn't interested in losing weight anymore. This is going to be really difficult for me to talk about, actually, because I am a firm believer in feminism. I consider myself a feminist. I always have. I believe in body positivity. I think that's incredibly important. I believe that all people should love themselves. I think it would solve a lot of problems. But there is a way to use the language of these movements in a way that is self-destructive. which is something that it's taken me a long time to come to terms with and to figure out in the first place, but then also to come to terms with. Because I think that while language definitely has power, there's also a lot of power in the rhetoric that we use and the way that we choose to use it. I'm going to be dropping some truth on you right now that I am not totally comfortable with sharing, and I'm holding my opinions pretty loosely at this point because they're still pretty new for me, but I want to share them with you because I feel like they're new things that I'm learning, and I want to share the things that I learn with you guys because I care about you and I want you to live your best life. And the best way to do that is to keep learning. So yeah, so all of that being said, long preamble, but I used body positivity, the rhetoric of body positivity, and the idea of doing the things and consuming the things that made me happy in the moment. I used those as kind of a crutch for many years. Like if I tell myself, or if I'm being told that I can't have something, then I want it because I have issues with authority, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, I want to be the boss. I want to tell myself, you can't tell me how to live my life. I'll live my life how I want to live my life. So you tell me I can't have cookies, like I want cookies. I'm gonna eat them because fuck you. I considered it to some extent a method of self-empowerment to say that I could eat whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and as much of it as I wanted. And to say otherwise would somehow be limiting myself as far as making myself happy. And that's another thing that kind of got conflated for me, was feeling happy now, like eating cheese. For me, cheese is life. God, I fucking love cheese. So for example, for me to not eat cheese, I was like, why am I punishing myself? Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Why would I punish myself for loving the foods that I love? And why would I punish myself for having good taste in food? That's how I felt about dieting, like, especially because food to me, and the act of eating and coming together and, you know, sharing a meal, breaking bread together, like that was so central to my idea of family and community and just like the collective human experience for me centered on food. I think that makes losing weight and changing your diet in general a lot harder. People who culturally grow up around food and for whom food is like ritualized, like the ritual of cooking and of coming together and having all of your family together and then you eat it together, and it's hard to separate that pleasure from community, the idea of community, for someone who grew up with those things being totally inseparable, if that makes sense. Like if I'm loving myself, then I'm giving myself the foods that I'm craving, the foods that make me happy. Well, the problem, of course, is that a lot of the foods that made me happy were not good for me. And I was thinking that I was loving myself and my body by allowing myself to eat whatever I wanted and not exercise. Okay, another side note is that I think that if you are looking to lose weight, then you have to focus on your diet. But if you're looking to just be healthier, adding in exercise may be all that you need to do, really, like realistically. Exercise, as it turns out, is great. Like, I didn't know that. Why didn't no one tell me this? People did tell me this. People told me this a lot and I didn't believe them. Yeah, so I decided that I wanted to lose weight because I stepped on the scale one day and I realized that I was officially obese. I have health issues in my family and I don't want to make it any easier for my body to deteriorate than it already is. And I was like, you know, I've done so many hard things already in my life, and now I'm grown up enough that I think I can actually make this choice and not sabotage it for myself. Because this isn't the first time that I've done a diet. This isn't the first time that I've been like, I'm making a lifestyle change. This is my year, new me, what the fuck ever. Like, I'm so proud of myself in a way that I haven't been in a long time. Like, I've lost 10 pounds, but that's not really what I want to focus on, because to me, it finally feels sustainable, and it finally feels like I'm making a change that is actually gonna stick, like I'm actually getting healthy for real. I'm not just doing like a cleanse or something. I do feel cleansed, but it's like I go to the gym now, even when I don't want to. So I'm learning discipline. I'm feeling better. I feel like I'm not wearing like foundation or anything, and you can see like, well, maybe you can't see because I don't have a fancy camera, but I don't know, like I feel good. I feel good, man. And the thing is that people told me this. I knew this before I did this. And I don't know that me telling you about my experience doing this getting healthy thing is gonna change anything for you, but I want you to know that if I can do it, you can do it, and if you want to do it, you should do it, man. And if you don't, then like, yeah, that's fine too, you know. Like, I don't think that I think that this is just me finally loving myself the way I needed to be loved for a long time, because for years I hated myself. I hated my body. I was so embarrassed and self-conscious about it, and I'm finally, like I might get emotional here. And I don't like to. I'm a very emotional person, just in case you didn't know. Like, I'm so emotional. I'd cry at fucking everything. I am actually starting to, I think I'm starting to finally start down a path towards loving myself. And I say that in the most awkward way possible because I think it's totally a path. I think that we are constantly becoming, I think we're constantly changing, we're constantly learning, but this feels like a big deal to me, and I want to share it with you guys because it feels like a big deal to me. And like, we're a family. We're a little family right now, but we're a family, and we don't always have the most supportive families. Like, my family's great, but I know that a lot of families don't support each other the way that they should. And I just want you to know that, like, I'm here for you, and we're all here for each other, and we love each other, and we're gonna support each other in the things that we want to do and the changes that we want to make, because fucking that's what life is, and that's what a community is, and that's what you deserve. You deserve people who are gonna cheer for you when you're doing your hard things, because you're gonna do hard things, and it's hard to do them alone. And so yeah, I'm gonna share this with you because you're gonna cheer for me and I'm gonna cheer for you right back. So yeah, this is a very honest, very personal vlog, and I hope you like it, because it's exciting to shake off the shadows of your past and to be like, you know what, I don't have to be the same person that I was a year ago or a week ago even. Like, you make a choice. You make so many choices every day. But like, get up in the morning, and if you want your life to be different, then choose to make it different. Make different choices. And it's that simple, and it is not easy. I've always said, like, on every job application or resume and shit, like, I was always like, yeah, I love challenges. Like, no, who loves challenges? Nobody loves challenges. Fuck challenges. Challenges are hard, and challenges make you question things. But this, I'm actually, like, legitimately starting to like challenges. This is a challenge, and I'm for it. I'm happy. For now, you know? Happiness doesn't last. I think joy lasts. You cultivate joy, and that's how you start to follow your bliss. You cultivate the things that bring you joy, that bring you, like, that feed your soul. And I'm not talking about feeding your soul like with soul food or comfort food or something, although those things are nice sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I will never fully cut cheese out of my diet. It will not happen. But I mean, like, do the things that feed your soul and you start to follow your bliss. And those things oftentimes are too hard to actually make you happy in the moment. But you look back at them and you're like, wow, I did those things and I'm proud of myself. Like, I did that. I did that. Ugh, I don't want you guys to think I'm taking a victory lap or anything right now, because I'm not. I know that I have like a long ass way to go still. I'm still I'm still becoming. I'm still in the process of becoming. And you are too. We all are. And it's great. And if I can put on my little flower crown, because we're all in the process of becoming. I totally believe that we should celebrate life's little victories. That's the only way, not the only way, but that's one of the only ways that I've found so far in my 27 years on this earth to keep going and to eventually, you know, look at yourself and be like, wow, I'm resilient and I'm enduring and all those great things that you don't realize that you want to be when you're younger, but you really want to be those things when you're as old as I am. Listen, I'm really glad that you guys stuck around for this whole video, unless you just clicked through it, in which case you missed some weird shit. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel because I do put out new content every week, and if you like my content, then leave a like, because I like likes, and leave a comment, because I read them and I like them. Leave a comment about your experience with doing something hard that you're proud of. Like, tell me something that you are proud of yourself for in the comments, because I guarantee it's been a while since you did that, so maybe you've never done that before, and you should. So yeah, leave a comment below about something that you're proud of. Maybe it was watching this whole video, because it's probably pretty long. Sorry about that. Remember that you're not alone, and that you're way, way stronger than you ever thought you were, and just keep being the love that you wish to see in the world. And I will see you guys next week in the next video. See you around, guys.